I want to talk before we conclude this module one more concept, and that's communications. We've all heard of communications. I think we all understand how important and vital it is to the sales process, in any process. But what a lot of people don't realize is it is a two-way street, which means it is not only speaking, but it is listening. We covered in step 2 when we had needs identification, we talked about actively listening. And we also have response to that. We talked about that. Well, what I want to talk about is we all have a dominant style of communicating. Many of you may have heard about it. It's called DISC, D-I-S-C. And it's been around for 35 years, but it's still very relevant. And what that concept says is that we all have this dominant way to communicate. And by the way, if anybody's ever done a DISC assessment, there's a misperception there. It is not a personality assessment. It is an assessment of your communication style, of which we can predict behavior and decision-making, how it occurs, both naturally and adapted. So every one of us has a dominant style. I have a dominant style, you have a dominant style, your buyer, your customer has a dominant style. The key here is to understand what that style is, and we will help you through that process and give you exercises. So you do not have to do a formal assessment, but you have a feel for where they are. And the key to this whole process is you need to adapt your style to meet theirs. Because if you meet them halfway or even further than that, it'll be more effective communication. We refer to that as style flexing, which we'll talk about in a minute. But the takeaway for this segment of this module is that you need to become an efficient communicator. And when you do that, it will increase exponentially your results that you can get from your sales efforts. Good luck.